Hey Insiders, it's your girl Nicole, aka NR the Insider here, and I am back with another video about what it's really like to be an HBCU athlete. Boy, I got some tea for y'all. So, just a little background. I played volleyball at Texas Southern for 4 years on a scholarship in the Southwestern Athletic Conference, so the SWAC, and we played Prairie View, Alabama State, Alabama A&M, Southern, Grambling, Mississippi Valley, Alcorn, University of Arkansas, Pine Bluff. I think that's all of them. I don't know, but that don't matter because TSU is where it's at. So anyway, my experience was, so I'm from Arizona and I went to Houston and I went to TSU because I wanted to be around more black people, plain and simple. So when I went on my visit, my senior year of high school, I just fell in love. I was like, this is a whole new world. About to be in H-Town with all these black people. Went to a little party. My teammates seemed cool. It was lit, right? So I get there freshman year and I'm like super nervous because for volleyball, you gotta come like before school starts because we're a fall sport. So I'm like super nervous. I don't know what to expect. All my roommates are super cool. I had 3 roommates and we lived in like an apartment style dorm. So we each had our own bedroom and then 2 of us shared a bathroom. And then we all shared a kitchen, right? So anyway, all my roommates were super, super cool. But then, we waking up at 5 in the morning during preseason for workouts. And, I already knew we was gonna do that because my coach had sent us like this workout plan over the summer. But I was just like, oh Lord, I don't know how I'm gonna make it through. So we just like out on the track, just running all day, we tired. And then we going to practice and then we doing something else and everybody just exhausted. And I'll just say that it was very interesting because the dynamics of the team weren't very cohesive, so that made things a little difficult too. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But luckily I had my freshman squad, my girls, ride or die, that held it down. So anyway, my initial experience was, it was very extreme, very intense, but I knew I was good. I knew I had what it took to be on the court, and I didn't want to be on the bench. So game time comes around and I just had so much fun at the games. Like, I was a freshman, I was starting sometimes, but I played every single game. I was killing it when I could, when I had the opportunity to. And I had little fans and stuff in the crowd. And I don't know about y'all, because I never played, I don't know about people that have played with a PWI school, but I know that HBCU fans are lit. Like, we might not always have the biggest turnouts for volleyball, but the people that do come are super involved. Like HBCU fans are like no other, So people be out there like cheering for you, going hard for you, and I had some people making little posters and stuff. But then you also have people that always got something to say about what you could have did. Like I remember having games, just a few games, and I would mess up or something. I hear somebody in the crowd on my side talking about me. I'm like, how are you gonna be talking about me? You're supposed to be encouraging, but whatever, that don't even matter. Because the rest of the fans were super amazing, I loved playing with black girls all the time. We'd be on the bus doing our hair, like they were super relatable. I never felt like self-conscious around them. I think being around people that look like you is very fulfilling. So I loved it. Traveling to other schools was fun too. Like I remember we went to, what school? I think it was Grambling. And we were whooping Grambling because we always beat them. We always beat them. But their fans were talking mess about us. Like they used to get the rosters and be talking about, oh, so-and-so, number so-and-so, ain't you from blah, blah, blah. Talking about your hair, this is talking about you bad. But it was okay because we was winning, so we didn't care. Like we was cocky, like we didn't give up. We didn't care, So that was a lot of fun. My freshman year I liked to travel. It was super fun. But then after a while I was over it. Like I was tired of being on the bus all the time, uncomfortable, trying to stretch out because I'm tall, I got long legs. It was just too much. Like tired of being in a hotel room. Sometimes I didn't like the person I was in the room with. Sometimes I did, but regardless, I was tired of it. But I was on scholarships, so what was I gonna do? Just quit? No, never. I will say that something that I've heard from athletes at PWIs and HBCUs is that once they got to college, it kind of started feeling like it was a job. And it was like that for me. So I just felt like every time I would mess up, it was like the end of the world. And in high school and club, like, you know, I didn't like to mess up, but I was still having fun. It wasn't a big deal. It was just a learning opportunity. But in college, it's like people's jobs are on the line, people's scholarships are on the line. You be feeling like it's the end of the world, like, oof, I don't like that. So that kind of diminished some of my love for volleyball, honestly. But, you know, now I love volleyball, but in those 4 years, I was like, I'm tired of going to practice, I don't want to do this no more. Like some days, you know, I just didn't want to play no more. You get peaks and valleys. And I wouldn't say that's like specific to HBCU athletes. I think that's college athletes in general. But, you know, this is just from my experience. So, let's see. Yeah. So my favorite things about playing sports at HBCU is that the fans that do come out, they're like ride or die fans. And I love playing around black girls. I love traveling to black schools. That was a lot of fun. And since our campuses, well, some of our schools are a little smaller, even though TSU is one of the biggest HBCUs, everybody kind of knows you, so that was lit too. They're like, oh, ain't you number 10? People I didn't even know. And it's crazy because, you know, obviously right now I'm in law school, but before I left Houston, I was at Target and somebody was like, number 10. And this was like, I hadn't even been playing for a whole year. Never seen this man in my life. It's like, oh, I remember you used to be cold, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, you know, I was. So I like that. You know, people know you because it's a smaller environment. You could shine much better. So, yeah. Something I didn't like was, I think HBCUs in general are underfunded, and that obviously trickles to the athletics department. So, you know, like big schools like maybe UT or Kentucky or whatever, they have so much money, they're getting like new shoes, new shirts, new jerseys, new everything all the time. But we didn't have that same experience. So that's one thing that might bother some people. What else? The dynamics at HBCU are very family oriented, sometimes for the good and sometimes for the bad. I'll say like, how do I put this? It's nice that everybody knows each other, and a lot of times people might have a cousin that knows somebody that knows somebody. So that's nice for those people that are involved in that. But on the outside, it can kind of start to feel like nepotism and favoritism, and that's not good. So I'm gonna just put that out there like that. I ain't gonna say nothing else. But for me, I was always pretty good at managing my time. So like I graduated with honors while being a student athlete. Maybe I should make another video about how to manage your time as an athlete. But I was pretty good at that. I was involved on campus. I wish I would have been a little bit more involved. But so like balancing student athlete life wasn't really challenging for me. I also had a social life, so that was good too. And another thing that was pretty cool was that all the athletes hung out together. So we all lived like in the same dorms, even though they're kind of like apartments. And we would all like bounce around from different rooms. I remember one time we had like this crazy water balloon fight with like the football players versus the volleyball players, and it was like some basketball players. Like we used to be doing all kinds of stuff. And then like there would be like parties that a football player might throw and we all would go. So that was fun. But then that would create some drama because it was only so many men and women in athletics. So, you know, you mess with her, you mess with him, that kind of thing. But I had so much fun. Like looking back on it, there's no way I would have played, there's no way I would have played for a PWI. Like, and then people always talk about, oh, you can't shine, you can't go to the league. Like there are people from my school that went to the league. And I mean, you just gotta ball out. Like you're gonna have to do that anyway. And if you're at a smaller school, you're really gonna be a superstar. So why not, you know? But if you had to ask me, I recommend that we go to HBCUs and play sports there. It's so much fun. It's a nice environment. Of course, there are some downsides to it, which I'm sure there are for anything, but I had a great time. And yeah, so thanks for watching Insiders. And if you have any comments or questions, make sure you comment down below and subscribe to this video. Bye.